Hello and welcome to a new episode of Train Simulator 2020, and we're not doing this today. Today we are doing this. Northeast Regional to New Haven Part 1, where we're going to be taking control of an ACS-64 Amtrak electric locomotive. It looks amazing! We're going to kick things off straight away. I don't quite know why I said amazing in that sort of slightly wheezy, gassed-out voice, but you know, it works. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can do by donating to the PayPal link found down below. Any and all funds from there go immediately back into the channel to help better the content, not only from this, but for other projects I have in the pipeline. If you have any route recommendations or trains you want to see me drive, then please do let me know, and I will see what I can do for you. Just please note that there are going to be some that I just physically cannot do. The next several films from Train Simulator will be from the Americas. So there will be a break in the British films for the time being. There's me. Okay, you will be taking this service all the way to New Haven today. For now, make passenger stops here in New York, Penn, New Rochelle and Stamford, where you will stop for a break. The weather is clear and traffic is low, so a nice easy run for you. Wait for the signal ahead to clear before departing. Right, we're going to do that. We'll have that on for the moment. Have the ditch light to that. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. Turn that off. Turn that on. Have that there. In-cab signalling, which is obviously going to help tremendously. Okay. Now I have tried my hand at driving this loco a couple of times, and I'm struggling. However, this loco does spark like a good un. As you can see there, there's sparks coming off that. Underground with those sparks. Hey, I love it. All good inside a tunnel, you can't see a thing. Once we get outside, then we can actually get a better viewing of everything. Now, when I did try this loco out, I only got really as far as the outside of this tunnel before I was experiencing a few problems. So this will basically be a trial. It'll be a trial for all of us. You're experiencing this the same way I am. Actually, if I put it there, I think we should just keep slowing down gently enough. I mean, we're due to go via Gate Main 2 East with about like a minute and a half spare, so I think we're doing good. That's all you need. Okay. Actually, yeah, I'll just keep it at 1%, to be honest with you, because we might as well just keep slowing down, and then we come to a complete mess of speed limits. There we go. We're finally outside. Nope, that doesn't help. One moment, sir. One moment, caller. Your call is important to us. Please hold. Okay, there we go. We're out. And we're sparking like a good one. It's a stunning locomotive. It really is. I do love these sparks. And the fact you can hear it as well. I'm not going to do... I made the mistake. I tried to accelerate to 50, and then I got into here, and I was deeply confused by what's happening here. It's actually a 20 limit that we will be coming up to, so... I'll just use my regulator. I don't quite understand how that sort of regulator really. It acts as a brake as well as an accelerator, fundamentally. But you know, it works. Now, what I don't know is if there are any audible warnings inside the cab. However, what I will say is, when I got to this stage, the train had hit the emergency brake twice. So already, we're doing good. We're doing good. Interesting. That actually maybe what my problem was as well. Got to ignore what's on there and maybe actually look and see what's happening in here. That may be what my issue was. Okay, right, so what I've got to do. Right. Yeah, you've actually got to pay attention to what's going on inside the cab. So you actually have to completely know what's going on here. That's actually what I did. That's basically what I didn't do. I was paying attention to, well, to this. I was paying attention to the HUD, really. Which you are supposed to do, in all fairness, but if you don't really pay much attention to what's going on there, then you could actually be in a bit spot of bother. Yeah, okay, yeah. Right. Okay. This is going to be more problematic than I first thought. So I've got to, essentially, I have to completely disregard everything on here. And all I can do is just keep an ever watchful. I can't really spend too much time outside the cab. The only time I can really go outside the cab is when I'm at a station. I've got to really keep an eye on that. Okay, well, I guess it's better that I know. There are manuals online that you can do to sort of get a bit of reading in, so you can get a better understanding of how these trains operate. But where's the challenge? Where's the challenge in doing that? When you can basically try and learn everything as you're going along. So that's going to change to 60, which will change that to 60. Will that change to 60? Because that changed to 20 well before we hit a 20 limit. Okay, right. Here we go. Just got to keep an eye on these. And how are we actually doing on time? After both those emergency stops, we're still doing okay. Okay, it's coming up to a 50, so I'm just going to keep it at this. I'm going to keep it slightly under. And if we're slightly under, I fancy my chances of at least sparking and crackling, having a cheeky little butcher's outside and seeing what's happening. Now, that would have been a fantastic shot then of the sun. Well, actually, the buildings aren't going to get in my way. Just slow down, just slow down. Oh, come on, I need to get this in the sun. If I can get this in the sun, that would be a cracking photo. Bridges, get out of the way. Don't want bridge supports in there. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Do you have a cheeky peek inside the cab? How are we doing? Still at 50. I think we could be good. We could be golden. Oh, what was that? I missed that. What was that? Was that a milepost? I have not a clue. Okay, it's 60, so whoops. Let's open her up. Okay, we're due in on time. I'm not going to get this. We can see we're actually minus points because, you know, they had the emergency brakes and all that business that were taking place. So all we can do is really just see what we can make up. Go via Pelham Bay. If you haven't watched it, I recommend you go and watch the film with Denzel Washington and John Travolta in The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. Very, very good film. Highly recommended. Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. Very, very good. Speed limits are so sporadic on here, aren't they? I appreciate that you get in-cab signalling inside these trains. Right, that works. I get that. But if you're going at speeds such as this, line side signalling should be perfectly fine, as speed limits are. So is that telling me of the speed limit up ahead? Oh, there was that. No, that doesn't actually tell me that. So where on there then do you actually get a speed limit? That's what I don't understand. So obviously the speed limits are set within the signalling system, but there's nothing on the ground to tell you otherwise. Because yeah, that's now zipped to there. Let's just bring that down. I'm genuinely confused. We're sparking like a good one, I will say that much. Good grief. I wonder what the top speed of these trains are. Well, not this train even. I know what they can do. They can go up over 100, quite happily 120. These must be of a similar type of affair. I love them. They look gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous they are. I wouldn't mind seeing this logo in England. It'd be fantastic to see. You can actually see, even when we're trying to underpower, momentum is still taking us downhill. I suppose I actually really need to keep an eye on what's going on in there. Look at that. 70 back into a 60. Most of us keep it at 60. I'm not going to accelerate. How are we doing on time? Due through Pelham Bay early, so doing good. Hello, we've got a couple of wagons over here. We've got the locos set down there. Nope. Let's just up that a bit, try and get our speed going a little bit closer to 60 where possible. Okay, well this loco is exceptionally sensitive, but I love it. So guys, you've got a 70, and then no more than half a mile after that, you're back into a 60. So really, you just keep it at 60. There's no need to accelerate, because you just have to slow down again instantaneously. Especially as to once you get into the 60, you've then got to prepare for the 55. Now what I don't actually know is if what's this? Okay, well, we acknowledged that warning, so that's fine. There may just be warnings that we're only going to have to acknowledge. I got worried then. Got worried. So let's just knock that power down. In fact, yeah, we'll put a bit of braking in there. There we go. Right, let's bring that back up to about 3%. Ooh, hello. CSX. Of course, CSX operate down the centre of the North East Corridor, don't they? Of course they do. just keep playing with that. Okay, so how does 9% do? Is 9% going to keep us relatively in line? I think we could be okay. If it goes up to, you know, like 70.5, then I may just knock it down a bit. So I don't really know how sensitive the controls are within this loco in terms of warning systems. How about we walk there then? It seems to be okay, so we can go into the 70 point whatever. But I think if we get to 70.5, I may just knock it down again, and we'll just keep doing that. Of course, if we're going uphill, I might not have to bother. I could leave it, but we'll see. If it gets to 70.6, which it has just done, just tap down to 4%. There we go. 1%, you may as well just not bother, but we'll keep it at 4. It's dropping quite quickly, and then we'll just we can knock it back up again. Tap. No, 10% is too much. 5%. There we go. 1% over 4. Let's see what 5% can do. Now, I appreciate that you can do everything like combined throttle and brake. Okay, well you must. Okay, we've got combined throttle and brakes, and you've got generic braking as well. To be honest with you, I will utilise both. To be fair. Actually, if that's just a combined throttle and brake, then that'd be fine for me. I'll use combined throttle and brakes anyway. But in saying that, I'm in the train/loco brake as well. That just gives you a little bit of extra security. So again, I'm not going to speed up, seeing as in 0.7 of a mile we've got the 45 limit coming up. So I'm just going to keep it coasting. And we're due through Pelham Bay, Main 2 East in plenty of time. Of course, she's smart like a good, isn't she? Come on, girl. Okay, so we'll put it to 13 and see how our braking does. Because what this also gives me a chance to do, it gives me a chance to test the brakes on these trains and find out really how good they are. So 39 appears to be a good one. Okay. Still got that one, so that's the 2% throttle. I'm going to be taking more screenshots of this particular route than anything else. Oh, I tell you what, I love this loco. I absolutely love it. It's sleek. Such a gorgeous shape. That's fantastic. It really is. Okay, let's open her up. Give the girl a chance to stretch her legs. Okay, what's happening in here? Whoa, there we go, there we go. That's my problem. There you go, you see. Look at that. You spend too much time outside. I'm looking at this. I'm not paying attention to what's going on inside the cab. So what we'll find is with this run, I'll get a tick for completion, but there's no way I'm even going to get a silver out of all this. So again, this is another one of those routes where you think you can spend most of the time outside, and to be fair, I was spending an awful lot of time outside, but it punishes you. This scenario, or this train, will punish you if you're not paying attention inside the cab all that often. You're allowed to do 100 on this line. Well, the speed limit is 100, but you can only do 30. If not, you get that warning. And look, medium approaches. So you've got to pay attention to your in-cab signalling. You really do. This keeps you honest. This really does keep you honest. Let's say this is an entirely new experience for me. So I tried driving this just the other night, just to get a little break of practicing before I did the actual film, and I thought, okay, I've got an understanding. Turns out I don't. Still learning. Now at this stage, I could have just restarted the whole thing and gone, you know what, I want to do it flawlessly, but no, I'm gonna keep this one as is, so you can see this with errors and all. Okay, I think I can afford to sit outside. Just as long as I'm not going to get caught out. I'm aware I've got the 45 limit coming up, immediately followed by 100, and then almost followed by 45 again. But if there's one thing I've known, this means absolutely nothing so far. I'm allowed to do 100 through here, but I'm not going to do 30. You're being routed through track 2 at New Rochdale due to a broken down train on the other platform. New Rochelle, you Burke. If you're going to actually say, the thing is, these aren't even complicated names. How can you get that wrong? Well, I did, clearly. I evidently managed to completely cock that one up, as they say. So, is that why my speed was dropped? It must be. You've really got to pay attention. You really do. If you don't, it'll bite you. So again, look, I'm not going to bother. I'm going to be shuttled back over there again. I'm just going to keep it around this speed. How are we doing on time anyway? Yeah, we're due on time. So I've had 3 emergency stops so far, and we're all fine and dandy. Oh, we're stopping here anyway. Find out what our broken train is. I don't know why I threw that accent in there, but, you know, it works. Clearly. Right, as long as that's not doing anything fancy, we're fine. Just knock that down. Cheekily in out the window. Cheekily in out this window. Nothing there waiting. Okay, right. Now at least we can hop out. I wonder if that broken down train is down there. Can't see it, but we're going to assume it's somewhere down there. Food service car. Be interesting to see what points we can actually make up, and hopefully I'm not going to be done for speeding too much. The problem is we've got to keep an eye on the in-cab controls. Right, next stop, Stamford. That'll be good. Still at 45, that's fine. Okay, we're being crossed over, but there was no broken down train there. I'm just keeping a constant eye on that. I don't want to believe everything I'm seeing on here. I mean, look, 50, still at 45. That's just changed over, in fact. So you got to be on your guard. Right. Should be able to give it the beans and not get any wheel slip. Go via Larchmont Track 4. Okay, that's fine. Let's just keep an eye on that. If I can nip out and get a panning shot at Larchmont, then we'll be fine. What I don't want to do is nip out and find myself in a whole heap of trouble. Alright, 60%. Let's run down here, shall we? Just keep an eye on my speedometer. I might have to jump off the light speed manoeuvre if I get a bit too close. I think we're fine. I think we're good. 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 Oh, hey, there we go. Right, bring it down. Bizarre. Right. Okay. How are we doing in there? We're fine. So it's still at 80. So we're just gonna up that a bit. Go via Rye in track 4 in 5.1 miles. Yeah, okay. Mamaroneck. It's a station. Cozy. Okay, Harrison is next. We may end up getting a bronze star if we get enough XP, so we could get the bronze out of this. My goals are to try and get gold in absolutely everything, but seeing us having a bit of a problem at the startup proceedings, I think that's going to be pretty much non-existent at this stage. Should slow down enough. I shouldn't have to have a conversation with the main brakes. Alright. Whoops, wrong way. Slow down. I don't give you permission to go faster than me. I will have my my reckoning. I will beat you. For a second I thought it was going to be us crossing over, which is why we suddenly dropped to 50. Seems like such a bizarre speed limit through here, 50. Ah, you see, I'm catching you now. Why 50 through here? I genuinely find that perplexing, if I'm totally honest with you. Makes sense to somebody. Just not me. It's because of the nature of this curve? Surely not. You can go faster than 50 around this curve without the train having a conversation with gravity. Just turn that off. Go via Greenwich track 4 in 3.94 miles. Such a bizarre speed limit, just because you've got like this large S-bend type of affair going off, but you could go faster than 50 around here, surely. Yeah, it's not that steep. How much lean angle have we got? Hardly anything. Yeah, it goes up to 70, and then under a mile you then got 45. How are we doing on time? Do you know what? I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother accelerating. There's no need. I'll keep it running at 40, well, about 49, and then as I get through Portchester, I'll just start slowing down. I mean, I've got 3 minutes to play with at this stage in proceedings, so really, I've not got too much to worry about. I'll just, yeah, that's just 70, and I've got a clear signal ahead, so there's just no need. There really is no need. No, I've got about a million different speeds in here. So, okay, you're doing 45 around here, fine. Then it goes up to 50, makes sense, you're going to start accelerating. And then I've got 70 and something else. I don't know what that something else is. It's going to be a mystery. We'll find out when we get through that. I'm not gonna. I'm not listening to you. I'm listening to you. What are you going to tell me that this is? Oh, now it's just changed to just 70. So it's not 70 and something. It's not 70 and change. Any minute. Wait for it. Right. Okay. That's fine. Let's give it a bootful, as they say. I'm actually quite concerned that that's gonna plummet to something. Or like, I'm stuffed. Let's just bring that down. I mean, after Greenwich, you got another 50 limit anyway, and it's not Greenwich. It is. Well, I say it is Greenwich really because of how it's said in Blighty. I mean, actually, the Americans may know this is Greenwich. I don't know, but I'll just say it's Greenwich. Oh, hello, what's down there? Ooh, building. Lots of building work. Carry on, lads. You're doing a splendid job. Okay, so we've got to slow down. Let's do about 49%. That should get us down to 50 as we're going through Greenwich, however you want to say it. And that's 17. Okay, we'll turn that off. Hop back into the cab of wonderment. Wait for that to drop. A presto. And then we're going to ascertain what's happening here. It's probably just 70 again, to be fair. Yeah. Switch to 70, and then we've got another 50 limit coming up. So, you know, these speed limits are they're throwing me. They're throwing me about 1,000 different curveballs at this stage. It'd be quicker to get the bus. At least the speed is basically a constant along here. How are we doing on time anyway? Oh, Jesus. We've got all the time in the world. I'll tell you what, I'll just keep it at 50 then. I'll keep it as is. There really is no sense in me gunning it to slow right back down again. So why do you go to 50 again? Have they just got these dodgy speed limits in place because of the nature of these curves? Surely you can go faster around there. Well, I've got some spare time. I might have to have a little cheeky peek and find out how much I can give it the bootful around here before the train says alley-oop. Just up it a bit. Make sure that I'm just going to make sure it is, because that's a few times now that's completely done me over. Is that an advertising campaign for something? Someone running for mayor of New York City. Okay, there's a 50 limit coming up over the... Oh, is this because we're running over a bridge? Really? Yeah, because we're running over a bridge. Alright then. Well, I guess that makes sense. I'd have so much fun with these horns. I love the fact that the horn is integrated into the bell. Have I still got my... Whoops. Yes, thank you. Flashy, flashy. Is that still doing the old hokey cokey? Hold on. Right, seeing as I'm now... Okay, right. Let's just give it a bootful. Right. Pitch light is... Flash. Right, now back to there. There we go. Right, that's that sorted. That 2.2, 1. Yeah, okay, so we're changing over tracks there. So let's start slowing it down. I love these stations that we're passing through. I think they're fantastic. Okay, there's Stamford. Actually, it has been, for the most part, it's actually been a pretty decent run, aside from me making a complete balls up of everything. Mind you, it goes without saying, that's what you get. If you're not prepared to look at the manual of these trains beforehand and just dive in at the deep end and basically learn on the job, you're going to find these things out. And now that I know that really there are sections of this line where the speed will just drops, but I think it is more to do with the signals. So depending on the signal aspect that is going to be greeting me, that ultimately affects the maximum speed I'm allowed to do, regardless of what the line speed is. Which, when you think about it, makes sense. But now I know for when I do the second part of this scenario, which, in theory, hopefully will be a gold star performance. And that was very close to, so, you're pressing all these warnings to, sometimes it's like, nope, I'm just going to keep on throwing you out. You've really got to be patient with it, and you will win. What's that an advertisement for? New York. Okay, there's one of my sisters up there. So what we're going to do, we're going to lean out the window, apply a bit of additional braking to the equation. Can't believe how much time we've made up. All things considered, we've made up some immense time. That's fantastic. And you just morph through the wall. Spark, spark, spark. Spark. And there, why not? There we go, get your sparks in for good measure. Bosh. Okay. Did it. Blimey, hello. So have I got anything like business class, or is it all just coach class, which is basically just standard? So you got cafe, which is fine. Coach again. I think I'm just running a standard train. I don't think I'm running anything fancy like business or anything like that at all. Coach. Nope. It's just a happy-go-lucky one. So whoop, over the top. What length are you running? You actually got, what's that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you're running one of these, probably an intercity service, I suspect. Oh, has it just changed for him? Oh, it has, so at some stage you'll be gone. Okay, nicely done. We're halfway there. We're living on a prayer. You have just enough time to grab yourself a cup of tea before continuing our push to New Haven Union Station. But what if I want a cup of coffee? You know, you're assuming I drink tea. Yeah, you see, assumptions. They're dangerous. Well, we didn't even get a bronze out of all that. Yeah, let's have a look at the action card, shall we? Wheel slip. I can get away with that. 30 and a 20. Yeah, you see, that's where it threw me. It got me there. 28 and a 20 wheel slip. 27, 28. Yeah, that's a lot of problems. A lot of penalty points. Yeah. Drive quality, wheel slip. Yeah, there's a theme here. But my timeliness, you know, boom. I'm there. I'm golden. Yeah, I'm at the races. Right, so I've got to find it now. Bosh. There we are. We got a tick. We didn't even get a star. So in my own spare time, I'll probably go and get that rectified at some stage. Right, so the next video will be the continuation of the Northeast Regional to New Haven. And the lines are starting to get a bit busier too, so we're going to see a lot more traction, hopefully. So we're going to see plenty more trains running around. Hopefully a little bit more freight as well. Don't actually know if you get freight on this one, but I know... Do you get it on this one? I don't actually think you get the freight in these scenarios. I'm sure you can actually get the content available for it, but yeah, anyway, that's what we're doing next. So that'll be the next one, and then there's going to be at least another 3, maybe 4 American scenarios to follow after this, and then we're going to go back into Blighty, and I'm going to get some scenarios done. You guys have put in a few recommendations for the English routes for me to have a little play with, and I'm going to see what I can do for you. So, thank you all very much for watching. It was greatly appreciated. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, then please do like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. I do go back to them as and when I get the opportunity to. And as mentioned at the start of proceedings, if you want to help support the channel, you can do by donating to the PayPal link found down below. Any and all funds from there go immediately back into the channel to better the content, not only from this, but for other projects I have in the pipeline. So, until next time, I'll see you all later. Take care, guys. Goodbye.